Welcome back to the team Solemn Circus Live Duel. 10 on the left side here, we have PK. A very interesting deck, coming into the format. It is pretty open. PK is a deck that can be played. It does lose some of the stuff that a lot of other decks like Cashier loses to, with regards of Nibiru being in the main deck. I guess it does lose to Ash a little bit. But, when you have such heavy combos and being able to go through all of it, it definitely makes sense, as you see a lot of the times at the start of a format, people are trying it out. And then on the right side over here, we see Plunder Patroll. Definitely a rogue strategy. The Earthship was given to us in Photon Hypernova. But yeah, definitely a cool deck. I don't know how good it is against certain matchups. Like, for example, in here we have a very dark strip-based strategy. So we'll have to see how that goes. And I believe that we're going to see the Plunder Patrol player going to go first here. We're going to see the normal summoning of the Plunder Patrol woman, linking off into the Amirage. Then we'll activate the effect, discarding the Bluebeard, I believe, to summon herself out. And here, Redbeard can attach itself to the Golden Hair if it wants to. I don't really see the point in doing that, or still we're not going to do it. They're going to link away for the Bluebeard here, or Blackbeard, my bad. Blackbeard is an interesting effect where it actually doesn't have to target itself. It can doesn't target a Plunder Patrol monster, target anything. So we're going to see a passage as a set card. Then we're going to be seeing a normal summon of Tour Guide here. Tour Guide's effects can activate. That's going to get hit with an Imperm. Maybe they don't want it to extend. We're going to see Dangerous Snakes. They have an extender as well. And that's going to be hitting the Fog Blade. So not the greatest hit, because we do get the snake and then the snake draw. And then as well as Fog Blade can also reborn something in the graveyard. But I guess Fog Blade not being on field feels good. And we're going to see a link to most likely the, effect that a lot of people were playing. Even in tier, we saw Cherubini being made Descend King of the Swamp, which is kind of funny. But I don't think that's what we're going to see this time. We're mostly going to see one of the, so we're going to see the Graph being sent here. I believe that's Graph. That's not Seer. I believe it's Seer, yeah. Graph is sent, and then, activating the Graph effect. And here we have to choose. It's going to summon out the Seer from the deck. And then most likely going to be making the Link 3. Then Seer is going to be able to summon back out that Cherubini. We all know the PK combos here. We're just reading the Cherubini to make sure that it has something. Then we're going to sync, or I don't even know what you call this, XYZ out. We're going to special out the Mork from the extra deck. That's where we're going to be able to banish once we'd like to. If we discard a Plunder Patrol card, they're going to go for the Rusty Bardiche. I remember when this card was banned, but that was such a crazy time. I'm so wild to think about it. There's an activate the effect here, sending the Cloak to the graveyard to be able to set the Fog Blade onto the field. Not activating that Brigadine because they do already have a trap in graveyard there. Or adds it to hand, my bad. Here they're going to be setting the Fog Blade. I don't know why we didn't just do, maybe we don't have a monster in our hand. They did forget the Seer effect, which is unfortunate. Then we're going to see the Cloak banishing to add the boots. They have also an Ash Blossom in their hand as well. Kind of rough there. They're going to special summon out the boots because they control a PK monster. They're going to special summon out the wielder. They just really had the stones there. We just impermed the complete wrong monster. Kind of rough. Here we're going to go for Nib. Okay. So we're going to be nibbing on the summon, trying not to get any rank 3s out onto the field there. Going for that Nib token. And I think they've already used all their extenders. But do we have a way to out the Nib? I mean, we are playing the Brave stuff, so. Boots here is going to be searching for either a sword or the brigand. I don't think they play 3 Fogblade anymore. I think 2 Fogblade's pretty standard, but I could be wrong. Going for the wings. Okay, so we saw that they're playing sword and wings in the deck, which is kind of interesting. I feel like it's not only ever really been one or the other. Setting 2 more cards and passing turn here. And it looks like we do have the Brave stuff. We're going to start off by activating the Right of Aramis here, getting out a token, as well as that Fateful Adventurer onto the field. It's crazy how a lot of the Brave stuff is picking up traction again. Like we saw at the regionals, there was Scareclaw Brave, there was what else? There was Sanavalon Brave, even Kashtira Brave. Like that engine is still crazy to this day. There are normal summon out the Bluebeard. And then we're going to be searching off the Fateful Adventure, I believe. That's going to get Ash Blossom there, so no chance for us. And we're trying to see how much the stats of the token is there. It's weird ashing the Fateful Adventure because like you don't get that much. At the same time, trying to be able to like get rid of that nib token's probably kind of hard here. Then we're going to activate the effect of Fateful, searching for the temple so we can continue during next turn. And then we have to discard a card. We're going to be discarding the temple there. Time to activate the effect of Golden Hair, pitching an Ash Blossom. And now we are locked into Plunder Patrol card, Plunder Patrol monsters. I guess this is why some people are playing the like the same there. They're playing like 1 Borbo, so you can go Borbo into a Zeus. But they do have the Fogblade set, so right now that wouldn't be really a good option. I'm gonna go for an Abyss Dweller, which is still a good card, very very good card against PK. And then they're gonna attempt to attack here. We're gonna attempt to attack. He's gonna Fogblade it, or they're gonna Fogblade it. My bad. So an XYZ monster did not attack. Which is unfortunate because Zeus cannot be made now. And yeah, we don't have another way to get to that token in. I think it has a lot of attack that's going to be able to just beat us next turn. So we're going to see a pass turn. They're after the Jackalope effect, and we're just going to say, yeah, we're going to go to game 2 there. Unfortunate for us, were not able to play that correctly. I feel like there's definitely was a better way that we could have played that out to have more success, but you guys let me know down in the comment section below. Maybe would you guys have like done the Draco back thing last, searching for like the I guess you just don't want to discard the Ash. I don't know. This feels like the correct play was made by the PK player. They just know they would have maybe you wouldn't have nibbed at that point. Sliding in and out. I know that some players are also playing Lancia, which kind of like just kills PK. It hurts the Branded deck a little bit, as well as it hurting like Kashtira. It pretty much almost like kills Kashtira, but it makes them that they're not really able to activate their effect, which is kind of very good. I don't know if you guys want to be summoning out monsters that have no effects, but yeah, definitely playable. Still playable. You can go for a basic Arise Heart, or like I think they can go for Shangri-La if they're playing the Brave stuff, but I'm not too sure. I don't think Lancia is that great this format, to be honest. So you're going to see that the Plunder Patrol player is most likely going to choose to go first. They're going to start up a Rite of Aramasir, summoning out the Brave token and then placing the Fateful Venture onto the field. We are going to be seeing a negate, looks like, being made here. We're going to activate the effect, searching for the the Griffin Rider. Okay, then discarding the Draco back. So we already have the Draco back, and we're going to be equipping it to the monster, especially the Griffin here, and passing on this. Oh no, not the classic. That's what's kind of unfortunate. You do have a lot of scenarios like this with the Brave package, where it seems like you're playing Brave hand traps the deck. So we're going to see the gloves being normal summoned, and then they're going to see the effect of Kagemuchi being chained there, and a beautiful secret rarity. Linking off into Cherubini. Cherubini effect's going to be sending the graph here. So they are playing it going second as well. I know some players decided to side it out going first or going second. So the graph's going to be summoning out, and then Seer, and then we're going to see the Seer is going to reborn correctly this time, the Cherubini. They're going to activate the effect of the Rusty Bardi. She's going to be met with an Ash Blossom there, keeping that that Griffin Rider alive. We're going to see the gloves being activated here, and here we have to think, which is rough. Feels like a weird spot. We're going to activate the effect of Griffin Rider. It's going to get hit with Ghost Ogre. Okay, wow. Just playing right through that. Ghost Ogre is such a weird card to be playing, but definitely beats that board. We'll be dumping that Cloak, and then Cloak's going to be able to activate. Searching for a Boots. Then we are going to be seeing the special summon out of the Boots there. Then we're going to activate a Nib once again. Oh my gosh. They just can't catch a break. We're just nibbing left and right. There's a possibility they are able to play through this because we can see that Boots banish itself, search for Shade Brigandine if they kept it in. Then maybe link it to double link Kribo. I'm not too sure. Oh, they can't go. I remember when you used to be able to go to Anaconda with that play. Like, oh, if I got nibbed, I just go to Anaconda. That was cracked back in the day. But we're going to see them search for the Fogblade instead. In setting 3 cards here, that's kind of huge. We're going to draw for turn. And we do have the Fateful stuff, but we have Griffin and Graveyard. They're going to normal summon out the Whitebeard here. And we're going to get the effect of Fateful, searching for a monster, activating the effect, sending it up the Graveyard, searching for that Temple, and then having to send a card. So we're going to send the Temple. Then Temple effects can activate, searching for the Rite of Aramasir. Activating the effect, something with that token. Entering battle phase, attacking into it, it doesn't have that much defense. Because it was token on field, and then there was the Cherubini, Rusty, just has Boots defense. Because the token does not have stats in the graveyard, so they're going to see it hit 3,000. They're going to activate the Fogblade here on the Nib. They're going to attack with the Whitebeard. They are protecting the life points here. We're going to see a Link 2 for the Blackbeard. Then if we wanted to, we could activate Blackbeard's effect, equipping the the Nib to an extra deck monster. Then we're going to see the effect of Bluebeard or Redbeard being summoned out off of the Whitebeard being sent to graveyard, and we're just going to pass there. We're going to check their graveyard for seeing what they have in there. I don't know if they have anything. They're going to pass turn like that. We're going to attempt to activate the Bluebeard effect. They're going to chain the Imperm on it. Imperm such a crazy card right now. They're going to activate the effect of the Redbeard, summoning out Lisp, and they do have a light in graveyard who's a Ghost Ogre. So, luckily for us, we do have a negate now on the field. A monster negate, and we have to discard a Plunder, which I don't think we have. So we're going to draw for turn here. And we're going to activate Harpy's Feather Duster off the top, getting rid of an Imperm as well as a... I feel like you'd have to chain the Imperm to that, targeting the Bluebeard. They're going to activate Fateful Effect, dumping the Temple, activating Temple Effect, searching for another Rite of Memories here. Letting our opponent know that we are on 3, which is, I guess, kind of normal, but you don't want to let your opponent know all the stuff about your deck. And then they're just going to scoop it up there, moving on to the all-important Game 3 here. So we are going to see them most likely going to be able to go first. And will they get hit with the Nib for the 3rd time? Last time the Nib was our what caused us to lose, and this time it caused us to win. But I guess we shall see. I wish I opened Ash Blossom as much as I opened Nibiru versus Branded, for example. I hate when my opponents open Ash when I'm playing Branded, though. Like, I don't want to say ban Ash, but maybe those casuals are onto something. Ash kind of do be broken. E-Telly? Nah. Ash? Yeah. That's the real problem. Moving on to Game 3 here. We are going to be seeing the PK player going to choose to go first, most likely. I don't even know what their end board is. No Summon Torn Scale is always a great one. This card looks gorgeous in Starlight Rare. I always forget that it has one. Activate the effect, sending the Cloak to the graveyard. All these are beautiful secret rares as well. Then sending the Ragged Gloves. I remember when Super Ragged Gloves from OTS 20 were like, or not OTS 20, but OTS were like $10. It was crazy. We're going to see Cloak, search for boots, special out the boots, linking away into Cherubini. Cherubini is going to dump the Graph. That's going to be dumping the Seer. Or that's going to be push something out the Seer. Then we're going to see Seer being pushed something out. Most likely going to link away into the Rusty Bardiche once again. Very, very standard. Then we're going to see the effect of the Graph, or Seer being activated. We're going to hit that with a Ghost Bell. Interesting choice there. Ghost Bell hurts a lot of stuff. It hurts Branded and Red. It hurts Kashtira with the Birth. Actually hits a lot of decks. It hits even Labyrinth. So we're going to see Gloves activating, dumping the Wings. Torn Scale is going to be triggering to summon itself out. They're going to activate the Wings effect, summoning out these Boots. So, Rusty's going to activate its effect here. That's going to be sending... I don't even know what you would send here. You have lots of choices. Probably just for the follow-up. Sending the Scales. Okay, sending the... That makes sense. I mean, I guess now they have every name in rotation. I do see a Snake in the hand. We're going to see a Snake being activated here. Looks like a Taggy Tornborg as well as the other level 3. So we do hit the Snake. So they do not get that draw. You know, that 33% chance unfortunately did happen. They can make Levian here, which is kind of crazy. And are we going to see the Nibiru? Activating the effect, reborning the cloak, so we do not see it. Activating it, making that boost of the Rusty here. Then they're probably going to go for the... I would assume that... whatever that horsey is. I forget his name so bad. We're going to see, because they special amount a win, because they have the Tachytormus, because they have the win. It's like, oh my gosh, they have the stones. Linking off into a format Appaloosa. No nib for us. We see the cards throw down like, oh my gosh. They're going to go for Boots. Boots getting able to set a Fog Blade. And we have to play through a 4 negate Appaloosa and 2 Fog Blades. We're going to draw for turn here. And do we have what it takes? We're going to also have the Golden here, linking off into the Almirage here. Then after the effect of the Golden here, sending the Black Eyes. Reading the Black Eyes, I don't really think it really does very much. We're going to see them negate with the Appaloosa. Here we're going to activate TTT to take. We're going to take that Appaloosa there. You know, now we don't have to worry about those 3 more negates. Activating the Rite of Aramis here, summoning out the token, and placing the Fateful Adventurer on the field. We are putting it in the column that a face down's in, but we most likely know that it is not an Imperm. I don't really think they'd keep a Fog Blade in their hand. They're going to see a Black Eyes being activated here, targeting the Golden Hair. I believe that special summons it, right? We would target one. Special summon. Oh, that card. So what adds that? Blackbeard's crazy. Adds back Golden Hair. Special summons out the Black Eyes. That's just crazy. Then we're going to see the effect of Fateful here, searching for that Draco back. And yeah, so one of those trap cards are going to go right back to the hand. Or that Rusty could go back, you know, never know. We're going to... What are we doing activating it? There's no way you're just Fateful. What are we doing? So we Draco back, bounced back, a face down. No, you 100% search for the Griffin there, discard Draco back, then equip. Must we did that and did not realize. That's a kind of a bozo move. Entering battle phase, we're going to see Fog Blading the Appaloosa. Linking away the Black Eyes and the Appaloosa for a Blackbeard. And passing on that. Just feel like you 100%. Oh yeah, and we're gonna see the. Forgot that the does go to grave there. What are we doing? We're gonna activate the cloak. We're gonna be oh, so we did have the Griffin Rider. Okay, chaining the Griffin Rider here. We were locked into that's why we're locked into Plunder Patrol monsters. Then we're gonna chain the Almirage, or not chain the Almirage. Change the Blackbeard here to summon out. Looking at the attributes, there is no light engraved. We have to go for the dark because there is no wind ship. Give us a wind ship, Konami. So we do have a negate. They're going to be searching for that Torn Scale, which is a crazy card. They're going to see the Mork activates effects, sending the Golden Hair to the graveyard, banishing the Rusty. It's going to search us for the Shipyard. And yeah, now we have to be careful here because, you know, because Cloak was banished, they are going to be able to summon out back that Torn Scales. They have a level 3, then they're going to activate the effect as well. And they have boots in hand. Okay, so plus summon out the boots, kind of crazy. So they can go for another rank here, as well as having the Scales in Graveyard. Activate the Torn Scales effect, discarding the Tacky Tomborg. And we're going to check what monsters they have already. Like, what have they used? Like, is it worth us stopping? Is it worth like the trap cards? What can they search really or dump here? And they already have all the names, so we definitely don't care about the ragged gloves. I know that. We don't have to worry about that. And I think they already have boots engrave. They could dump another wing. They could dump wings, I guess. We dump for the boots here. It's kind of weird because, you know, they are going to be able to detach for an XYZ material because they have one on the field already, but I guess they want to leave one in deck potentially. Going for the break sword here. Activating the effect there, and do we just chain the Griffin Rider? Yeah, popping our Griffin Rider. We're going to have to chain to that. We have to read it because I think if its effects are if it's sent to graveyard or if it's destroyed by graveyard. Oh, we can chain the Almirage here. And here we're wondering if the... So, yeah. So Griffin Rider can't be destroyed by card effects. But it's not going to stop the Break Sword from being destroyed. And because it's destroyed by a card effect, it can activate its effect summon back too. And we're going to potentially chain the Griffin Rider to this. We are going to chain the Griffin Rider there, you know, not letting them get those level 4s on the field. I know they could go for a huge Zeus play, depending on what they are playing. If they're playing the Rares Knight, they could go for like a Requiem Dragon as well. We're going to see a Banished Fogblade here, targeting the Break Sword. Okay. I feel like a Zeus is coming up here. Enter battle phase, and let's do nothing because we do have the Drago Pack equipped, and Faithful Venture does protect us. Then we're going to be seeing the effect activate. I have to read. Is it once per turn effect or is it not? I believe it's an activation effect. Like you can activate this card once per turn, and I believe Griffin Rider negates activations. We're just looking through the deck to see that to make sure. Yeah, it does negate the activation here. So we're gonna summon back two monsters. Or it does not. Okay. So we're gonna see the Greaves being, I think that was card, summoning out the Torn Scales, and they're gonna be passing, and we draw Harpy's Feather Duster off the top again. That's so rough. Entering battle phase and then attacking with the token. And why do we not bounce? What are we doing here? Attacking with the oh, because time was called. Okay, I see. So not taking any time this to go and to get the most damage possible. We see Mork attack for 1,000, which is so weird. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know in the comment section what you guys want to see in any future video or what you guys think we did wrong. And yeah, stay safe.